has noticed signs of physical abuse against Ranya Rao, particularly on her face. According to sources, Ranya's injuries were sustained before her Dubai trip. Meanwhile, the court has directed prison authorities to provide medical assistance to her. This was a cause of concern. It created quite a row because the pictures that were being circulated yesterday of Ranya Rao saw bruises under her eye. And there has been no clarification that has come from Ranya as to how she sustained these bruises.
Megha, this particular, marks under her eyes on the photographs initially taken by the DRI officials while she was being interrogated at the office was there. Initially, it was mistaken to be the kajal that had come out because of her crying. But later on, there was a medical examination that was conducted, and yesterday, that is on Friday, when she was presented before the court, even the judge had asked. And there was a medical report on the judge's table explaining that it was an allergy, and she had that. And since she had been traveling back and forth to several countries over the past so many days, the tiredness on her face was actually seen. So that was the reason for that 2 marks that caused kind of controversies on whether she was being manhandled by the DRI officials or by her interrogators. So this was basically clarified, and the judge even asked Ranya Rao if she has been meted out with some kind of treatment, some hardish treatment from the DRI officials, for which her answer was in the negative, Megha.
All right. Thanks, Belly, because, we're getting to know, Belly, that we're getting to know, Belly, that the DRI is following leads from the forensic analysis, and they have analyzed Ranya Rao's phone and have uncovered the modus operandi for smuggling gold bars, including wrapping them in crepe, bandages, and tissues around her body. Now, this was a concern raised in the beginning as well. The clothes that she would wear while traveling to Dubai and other parts of the country, other parts of the world, and then coming back, whether she was traveling to Europe or United States and then coming back. And that was one concern that was raised, and that was, the kind that raised suspicion amongst the airport authorities and the police as well, that allowed them to then nab Ranya and decipher what exactly was going on, because those gold bars were belted around her, taped on her thigh, and those initial preliminary revelations brought the police to conclude that there was in fact smuggling, gold smuggling, that was being conducted by Ranya.
Absolutely, Megha. This was there were 2 aspects for the DRI officials for seeking her custody once again for interrogation. So this was argued in front of the court as to why the DRI officials wanted to take her into custody when they had already told that they had obtained 3 statements from her in the beginning while she was apprehended at the Bengaluru International Airport on March 4th. So here again, when the court asked as to why custody of 3 more days are required, the DRI officials told the court that it was a certain forensic extracts that was taken from her phone and her laptops that has given them further leads onto which they have to question her, for which they have to record her statement in person, and then that would explain about the previous trips as well, with previous many trips to Dubai as well, which would explain if those trips also were involved with gold smuggling. And beyond that, with the second aspect is that with the protocol services, the DRI officials still are unsure as to how she managed to get those protocol services, and whether there is a relationship between her stepfather and her for getting her this protocol services, and what was their relationship, or how she could have managed to get the protocol services with from the international airport.
Okay, all right. Stay on with me, Belly. I'm joined